Hi guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today I'm going to be making a super easy watercolor and die cut card using the new Be Bold Color Block Love You etch dies from Spellbinders. This new die set from Spellbinders is really cool. It is the Be Bold Color Block Love You etch dies. Because it is one of the color block, it means that you can basically die cut it out of pretty much anything and then paper piece it all together to get the look that you want. Well, I was in a bit of a watercolor mood, probably because I had just gotten these Jane Davenport watercolors. This is the Glitz C palette that's got a lot of pretty blues and greens, some of the colors that were missing from my other Jane Davenport palette. So I'm just creating a couple of backgrounds with this. My idea at the beginning was to create two panels, and then I would kind of use pieces of each on each card. That's not kind of what I wound up doing in the end, so you're going to love this. This is absolutely one of the easiest cards you can make, and it would be for basically so many different things. I know mostly we would think of romantic love on this, but one of the thoughts that went through my mind was putting a sentiment in the center of it, just saying like a sister. So love you like a sister. That was one of the things we used to say a lot when I was a kid, in high school. So I think that's something I need to bring back. So after making a god-awful mess on a couple of panels, I'm going to be drying that with my heat tool because, okay, I want to get these cards done. This is fun, this is relaxing because I'm just putting some paint down, but I also want to get done with these and see what I can do with the dies. So this die is A2 size, meaning it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That means that each of my panels, because I actually cut them to the right size, fit perfectly, and I was just able to quickly and easily run that through my Gemini Junior. Then you probably see I'm using some Press-and Seal to hold all of my pieces together because I'm afraid I'm going to lose some of them. For this first card, I'm going to glue each of those letters down using my art glitter glue directly onto a card base. Now that would have worked perfectly fine if I had decided to do the paper piecing I was telling you about, but since I'm putting all of these pieces are from the same watercolor panel, there's really no reason to do that, and I figured out a way to do it a little bit faster for the rest of my cards. And that was Press-and Seal to the rescue. So I'm putting another piece of Press-and Seal on the front to hold the front of each of my letters in place, and then I'm going to remove the back one and add some art glitter glue on the back of each of my letters so I can place the entire thing onto a card base all at once. But here, I don't know if you catch it, but I put the letters on upside down. No worries, I am going to cut that piece off and put it onto another card base. Besides that big cover plate die, there's also a small die that does the letters Y, O, and U. And I decided to use some of this iridescent cardstock that I picked up at Michael's and see how that would work. I really like those iridescent letters, but I felt that it was not connecting quite as well as I would like onto the cards. So what I'm doing is I'm going to layer some colored cardstock that matches somewhat the watercolor panel and layer that up, just offsetting the iridescent letters just a touch so you can see the background. In this one, I'm using a couple of layers of orange behind that iridescent shine so that it'll tie in with the orange colors of my watercolor panel. As my final touch on these cards, I cut out a small little heart using a die in my stash and just added that as an accent. And that finishes this up. I told you this was a really quick and easy card to create, and you can definitely mass produce this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope my card inspires you to create some awesome projects, and I would love to see what you create. So come join us in my Facebook group, Crafting with Debbie, and show us your creations. Here are some other videos that I know you'll enjoy. Thanks again, and remember, if I can make it, you can too.